Welcome to Todd Talk. Today I want to do a little bit of a recap of 2024 and talk about what to look forward to in 2025.
Todd Talk is brought to you by Memory. All Alone in the Moonlight.
So last year I did a video called Looking Forward, and I will leave a link up here in the corner so you can check it out. And in that video I talked about some plans for the channel and some hopes for the new year. And today I'd like to do a little bit of reflection, talk about some of the wins that we had, some of the misses, and a few ideas for what I want to do in 2025. So first off, for 2024, I made a ton of content on YouTube. I got 676 new subscribers, got about 214,000 views. I uploaded 132 videos. I got several hundred comments. I got several thousand likes. And a couple hundred people shared my video with other people. So that's a massive win. Another big milestone, I have over 2,000 followers. I think I'm sitting at about 2,030 right now, and that just feels really, really good. I made some new Minecraft music and uploaded a new EP to Spotify and Apple Music. And one art project that I wanted to do and have done is the tiny painting project. I started making lots of little tiny paintings of nature from my memory. It's more impressionistic than actual realism, and I'm just really happy with them. I did this one. 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 And I did this one. I really enjoy making music and making videos, but it's really fun and there's a certain sense of accomplishment when you make a physical thing. And so I was really happy with what I created there. My plan is to put those paintings in places secretly, in restaurants or hotels or bars, and just put them there and see what happens. But one thing at a time. Besides the content, there have been a few people who have been really devoted followers of the channel, lots of comments, lots of feedback, and I really appreciate that I have developed those relationships. Even though I don't know these people in real life, it's cool to have people who are involved in what I do and kind of fans of what I do, because they give very honest critique and they see the whole body of work. And so I'm pretty proud of some of the people who have become part of this Todd community. But there have been some misses as well. I mentioned last year that I wanted to start a new Minecraft series, but I said I wasn't going to let the old series languish or be forgotten. And guess what? The Legacy Let's Play series that I've created over 200 episodes and this massive world that I've built up, I basically just abandoned. And what I discovered about myself is I can't be devoted to more than one Minecraft world. When I'm laying in bed at night and trying to fall asleep, and I'll think about, what would I like to build, or imagine, what next week's series is going to look like. I just can't juggle more than one Minecraft world. And so as a result, I did some streaming and we did some work on the Legacy series in the streams, but haven't made a lot of episodes, and I just sort of missed on that. Another miss is memberships. I talked about creating more ways for people to engage with the channel. There are a couple of ways to do it. One is you can donate at Buy Me a Coffee. Whatever you want to do, just leave me a tip. You can become a member at Buy Me a Coffee and regularly support the channel. You can give me a super thanks through YouTube, or you can become a YouTube member. The YouTube memberships I have priced really, really well, I think. I think for 99 cents, you get all kinds of fun things that let you engage with the channel in a more interesting way. Specifically, it denotes that you are a member when you leave a comment. There are some cool emoji and things that you get to use that nobody else gets to. I think for $2.99, you get to see my videos as soon as they're done. So you don't have to wait for Tuesday to watch them. As soon as they're done, you get to see them. You also get to see the results of all the trivia questions that I post every week, and you also get some member-specific posts, which are just for you. Some behind-the-scenes stuff, some input and, suggestions for the channel, that sort of thing. And what I suspect is people just have subscription fatigue. Everybody wants your money. Everybody wants you to subscribe to things. And I get it. I don't want to be on the hook for even 99 cents every single month unless it has some value for me. I do subscribe to things. There are things I subscribe to every month, but I pay attention to what I'm subscribing to. And sometimes I unsubscribe. Sometimes I resubscribe depending on what I care about. There were more folks who donated like a tip or just a super thanks than there were members this last year. And I feel like that's pretty telling. Another thing I said I wanted to do was I wanted to participate in a couple of film festivals. There was one that I was going to do in June, but they rescheduled it to December. There was another one I was going to do in August, but because of scheduling, I couldn't find enough people to participate to create a team. And then the one in December, I ended up getting sick and I couldn't participate. So I did not make any short films this year. And I absolutely hate that because at the top of my channel, it says art, film, music, Minecraft. And I didn't do the film. And finally, the last miss, I had said that in addition to the Minecraft music, I kind of wanted to explore some just rock music. I used to play in bands back in the day and I would sing and play guitar, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of revisit that and see what does it sound like if I try to make music now in that sort of genre. And I noodled around a little bit, but I just didn't make any progress with it. So all in all, I feel like it was good. The thing about being creative, you got to realize is, this is not my full-time job. Like, I have a 40-hour-a-week job that I do, plus I have friends, plus I have family, plus I have my own time. So this is something that I do because I like to do it. When you think about a professional musician or a professional movie director or movie actor, and you look at their body of work, a lot of times they do like 1 or 2 things a year. An actor might be in a couple of films, and a director might make 1 film a year. A musician or a band, they might release an album, and maybe they'll do a few shows. And so I can't beat myself up too much about what I created this year. I feel like I did a good job. And some of the things I missed on, I learned from that, and some of them, I guess, I'm okay letting go. So what's in store for 2025? As far as art, I'm going to keep on keeping on with the tiny paintings. Last year, I went to Santa Fe and I went to the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum and learned a lot about who she was and why she made the art she made. And I found it really, really inspirational that she would create art that was nature through the filter of her mind and her memory. And I thought that was really cool, that it wasn't hyper-realistic. It wasn't completely accurate, but it was how it made her feel or how she remembered it. So I've been doing that, sort of revisiting in my mind places I've hiked or camped or visited and creating tiny little paintings based on those places. So I'm definitely going to do more of that, and I would really like to start planting them in different places. As far as music, I have some more Minecraft music in the works. I've been working on some different songs. I made a video a month or so ago about how I write a song, and you can hear one of the songs that I'm working on in that video. I'll leave another link up here. In addition to the Minecraft music, I would love to do something else. The idea of a rock album is still very intriguing, but I think I just need to lower the bar. Just let myself off the hook. It doesn't have to be important. It doesn't have to be all that interesting. It's just do it. Just make the music. So we'll see how that goes. Although I didn't make any films, there were a lot of conversations I had this year about making films. And so I have several people lined up to participate. And there's a couple of us who are going to start practicing and noodling around and just shooting video for the sake of shooting video and practicing making movies. What you can do on an iPhone anymore is pretty incredible, but there are some cinematic and filmmaking techniques that carry over from film cameras that some of my friends are really into. One friend who is a big film buff and will likely be the cinematographer on many of our projects, he was showing me how he figured out the formula to determine frame rate on an iPhone and showed me some video that he shot out of a car window, and the recreation of film blur was amazing. I've got a couple other friends who act and haven't done things in a long time and have said, hey, I would love to do something again. So I'm very optimistic that some filmmaking will happen in 2025. One change I'm going to make to the channel that is sort of film related, but not completely film related, is now it's going to say art, film, music, travel, Minecraft. One thing I like to do, and that I do every year, is I travel. I always go camping every year, and I usually take a little road trip and then a bigger trip where I get on a plane and fly somewhere. And so I think I'm going to make an effort to record and document that so I can kind of share my adventure with you. It's not like I'm going to turn this into a travel channel or something like that, but I think you'll end up with, 4 or 5 videos a year that have to do with exploration or travel. And finally, Minecraft. I'm going to keep on keeping on with the Empire Let's Play series. And in general, one thing I want to do with this YouTube channel is make it less about Minecraft and more about me. The channel is called Todd 13 Plays because I play Minecraft, but I also play out in nature, I play music, so it's going to be a more comprehensive cross-section of all the stuff I do. And so the way I think that's going to show up is you'll see the Empire Let's Play series every week. I'm going to revisit the Legacy Let's Play, but not do it in the same format that I've been doing it. I think it'll mostly be like a live stream where I will just sort of talk and share while I build in that world. And I'd like to do a few more videos that are either tutorial based or examination based. I did a video last year about pink blocks in Minecraft, and it was pretty well received. So I hope to do more of those just so I can kind of share some of the insight and knowledge I have about the game. And I think that's the plan for 2025. Do some more art, make some more music, do a couple of film projects, give you a couple of travel videos, and give you a couple of Minecraft videos every month. As far as memberships and ways to engage with the channel, I might revisit that a little bit and sort of rethink how can people support the channel, how can people get more involved with the channel. I do offer some merchandise, and some people buy t-shirts or stickers or mugs or things like that. I've not been very happy with the company that provides them. They're very slow and sort of inconsistent as far as shipping times. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. So anyway, all that to say, thank you all so much for tuning in every week. Thanks for being part of this. Thanks for the comments. I really, really appreciate it. I've been doing this channel for a few years now, and it's weird to see how far it's come, to see what it's turned into. And I really have appreciated seeing the community sort of grow up around it, have those people who check in every week and give me feedback, give me comments, and hopefully you will enjoy some of the upcoming changes and additions to the channel. I hope you have a safe and fun New Year's Eve, and I will see you in 2025.